Manchester United have beaten Luton at Old Trafford 1-0, a goal from Lindelof. And listen, guys, it wasn't a pretty game. In fact, I would go as far as to say it was a poor game to watch. I fell asleep. Well, I didn't really fall asleep, but it was that boring, I could have slept through it. But as a United fan, we are happy with the win. But the performance, well, to be fair, United kept the ball better than they had done previously. So I will give them that. However, like I said, it was a boring game. United lacked quality when it mattered in the important areas. And for me, Luton, the performance of Luton was very poor. They didn't press and they sat back through the whole game. That was perfect for United. We kept the ball at the back, and like I said, we kept the ball better, but the performance and the quality of football, the cohesion, it still wasn't there. And against a team that probably will get relegated, I expect a little bit better. I'm concerned that Højlund, I think, has gone off injured. Eriksen's also injured. I think it's good that the international break is here. But United, if this is a sign of more to come, if you think we've turned some sort of corner after this result, I don't know. I don't think so. There's a lot for us to talk about. I'm going to keep this very brief. Welcome. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, guys, smash the like, turn on the notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do the damn thing. Subscribe below. Brand new channel, post-match debrief here, a post-match analysis where you grab your drink, grab your smoke or whatever you're doing, chill out, relax, and listen to me unload my match analysis onto you guys. And of course, you guys give me your opinions, give me your feedback as well. If you guys hear any Free Palestine, anyone shout Free Palestine throughout this whole video, it's because there's marches literally outside my window. So you might hear something like that because of the microphone might pick up some of the marches today. However, we will persevere. We will continue. Like I said, welcome back, guys. First of all, the lineup. I'm very surprised that the manager is persevering with not starting Varane. He says it's for tactical reasons. I'm not sure. I'm not fully buying it. I think Varane is the best defender that we have at the club, and not playing him, for me, is criminal. I think there's something more going on there. But the defence was Dalot at right back, Maguire and Lindelof centre back, and Reguilon at left back, with Eriksen, McTominay in midfield. McTominay is keeping his spot. Bruno ahead of them, and of course Rashford, Garnacho and Højlund up front. And whatever you say about that starting lineup, whatever your opinion is of that starting lineup, that lineup is good enough to beat Luton. It is. So I'm not really going to focus too much on the starting lineup, apart from the fact that I think I'm curious about the treatment of Varane and what's happening there. I think that's all I have to say about that. But let me know. Give me your feedback on the starting lineup, who you would have started and who you wouldn't have started. Like I said, because of the opposition, because it's Luton, I'm not too fussed. I'm really not too fussed on the starting lineup today. We should be able to beat them, and we did beat them. So in terms of the match and how I saw it, like I said in the intro, the first thing I noted within the first 10 minutes was that Luton were not pressing United. And I think the teams that get the best out of United, i.e. the teams that would beat us or get a result out of us, are usually teams that attack us, are usually teams that press us into making mistakes. And Luton decided not to do that today. And they sat back, literally, their back four was on the penalty line or, the penalty box. And that's how deep they were going. United were, and to be fair, United were also pushing Luton back by the way that we kept the ball. And Luton were just inviting United on. And for me, that was not the game plan. If you want to beat United, that's not the game plan at all. But for us, even though we haven't historically played well against low blocks, because I didn't feel that Luton were providing an attacking threat, I thought this game is for United to win. Within the first, I think 9 minutes. I think on 9 minutes we almost scored, and it was Højlund and Rashford on the right hand side. And for me, whether you love or hate Rashford, and I could talk about Rashford all day, but when he does play on the right hand side, I've always said he makes better decisions, because when he plays on the left, he wants to cut in all the time and shoot. Whereas when he's on the right, he can't cut in on his left and shoot. So he's almost forced to do the right thing. He's forced into making the right decision. So I sometimes think, not all the times, but sometimes when Rashford is on the right, he can be more useful to the team. And his cross went to Højlund, and to be honest, Højlund should score. 9 minutes, that free header, he should score. And I know he's young, and we must take our time and be patient with him, but at the same time, he's playing in the first team for Manchester United. So you have to start scoring these chances. And if he was someone else who missed that chance, the reception or the outcry would be different, So we kind of have to also keep consistent when it comes to our players. I mean, if you're good enough to start, you have to be judged in that way. You have to be judged like a first team player. But like I said, United were having plenty of possession first half an hour. We couldn't really break Luton down at all, though, and that's a problem. Garnacho had a few touches on the left where he cut inside, he dribbled, cut inside, tried to receive a 1-2 from the midfield, but it didn't really work. And in fact, Garnacho tried that a few times, but it just didn't pay off for him on the left-hand side. But he was trying without really producing anything. Rashford, like I said, was keeping it simple on the right. We had a few half chances here and there, but nothing substantial. And essentially, half an hour went, and Luton offered, like I said, nothing in the game at all. Apart from the 35th minute when I think one of their players had a free header and Onana had to make a save. In the first half, I don't really remember Luton having a meaningful attack at all. But then, Eriksen had to come off for Mount later on in the first half, which is a shame. And I guess we can mention the fact that Mason Mount, who is, a £55 million or £60 million signing, is starting on the bench. And the fact that, I think it can easily segue into the fact that Antony, a £100 million signing, is also on the bench. And you have to think about the fact that a lot of this manager's high-profile signings are on the bench. Take of that what you want to, but it means something for sure. But the half went on. We've created more chances. I think Højlund put Garnacho through. Garnacho on the left-hand side. I think he should have scored. It was a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. I think he tried to round the goalkeeper. And once again, it's decision-making. For me, right foot shot into the bottom corner. But I think he tried to be clever. He tried to go around the goalkeeper. And, of course, the goalkeeper stopped it. And he really should score that one-on-one chance. Apart from the fact that he's a trier, apart from the fact that Garnacho, he's only a kid, right? But he at least tries to attack his man. He tries to have a go. But in terms of the quality, I don't see it yet. And I'm not going to be too harsh on a young man because he's still young and he still can grow. He still can grow. He still can improve his decision-making. And decision-making usually is something that improves over time, improves the more games you play. So we're hoping that side of Garnacho's game improves. And I hope it will. But that was basically the first half. For me, very boring. We needed to move the ball quicker. Once again, we don't move the ball quicker. We're not the most cohesive football team to watch. Luton were just very defensive and they played safe. And it just made into a very boring game to watch. The second half, to be honest, not much really changed. Within the first few minutes, once again, Højlund missed a header. And I think it was a free header from a corner. And that's 2 or 3 chances he missed today. So we didn't play well, but we can't say we didn't create chances for this striker. And for me, once again, he should have scored. He should have scored. And we have to keep the same energy. We have to understand that he's young, understand that he's inexperienced, but also understand that he's starting for Manchester United. So these chances he should really be scoring. Both can be true. We can hold both positions at the same time, you know? And yeah, it wasn't his best game in terms of, you know, scoring goals. He didn't take his chances, but he will start scoring. I think he will. He's a good player. Like I said, he has raw ability. He's got pace. He's got a decent touch. He's got a good strike of the ball. He's got he's got the good enough fundamentals for a good enough coach to work on and to build on, in my opinion. But here we go. Nonetheless, boring game. Didn't play too well. Didn't take our chances when they came. But Lindelof, the defender, in the end scored the winning goal. It was scrappy, I guess, is the best way to describe it. From a corner, came to Rashford. I think Rashford's shot deflected perfectly into the path of Lindelof. He struck the ball really well. He's a really good strike of the ball. He's a really good pass of the ball. While Lindelof is not the best physically. His physicality is what will always let him down as a defender. But his technical ability has always been really good. So, you know, good goal from Lindelof. And after that goal went in, it was game over, really. Like I said, Luton didn't offer anything at all for the rest of the game. Even though they knew they had to score, United were fairly comfortable. Apart from, you know, a few times they ventured, should I say, into our box. They didn't really threaten us. Antony came on for Garnacho. Like I said, it wasn't, you know, Garnacho's greatest game. Rashford had a chance right at the end. Well, later on in the game as well. Probably should have scored. Rashford's confidence is not the greatest, as you can see, as we can all see. Varane finally came on for Reguilon, and it's the second time Varane's come on a pitch and he's not looked happy. When he came on in midweek, he didn't look happy, and you can just tell. Surely you can just tell that something going on. Varane's not happy. I don't think something's probably going on with Casemiro as well. I think the manager's probably lost a few of the players. Højlund came off of Martial. I think Højlund was also injured. So the team is picking up a few injuries, but as I said in the intro, I think it's good that we at least have the international break. It's not good that we have the international break, because international breaks are crap. Let's be honest. International football sometimes is the worst. So it's going to be painful, but it's good from a Man United's perspective, because at least maybe some of these injuries can get better during that period. So, yeah, I mean, bringing in Varane in 80th minute as well. I don't know what the manager's doing. Maybe it's a power play. I don't know. It just feels disrespectful, but I don't know. I have reservations over the manager still. I hope he turns it around, because I don't want to keep having to go through different managers. But based on what I can see, and on this channel, I just say what I see, not how I feel. That's the phrase. That's the motto of the channel, by the way. Based on how he wants to play football and the players he has and the money he spent, I can't see him turning it around the way that we need him to. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope he changes the system. I hope he changes the way he sees football and the way he wants us to play, because I'm not the greatest fan of that quick transition football that he wants to implement. I'll be totally honest. But today's a day where we had to win. We had to win the game, and we won the game. He put out a team that, I mean, any team he put out should have really beaten this team. And we still really struggled to beat Luton, which is still a concern. So I'm not going to be one of those fans that, yeah, I'm just excited that we won and I'm going to completely remove context, because, you know, context is always key. We didn't play that well. The performance was not good. But we can still be happy that we won. And I'm happy that we won, because we needed that win. So, yeah, that's how I saw the game. That's how I read the game. Let me know what you guys think. Who was your man of the match? Well, who was my man of the match? Good question. Let's just give it to the goal scorer. Because at the end of the day, we didn't concede a goal and he came up with the goal. So defensively played well and he scored. And he shouldn't have to score. He's a defender. He shouldn't the attackers are the ones that should be scoring. You know? So yeah, let's give it to Lindelof. Who was your man in the match? What do you guys think of the game? How did you read the game? What's your opinion on the players, you know? On Ten Hag. What's your thoughts on Ten Hag? Is he gone? Is he here to stay? Let me know. Give me your feedback. Give me your opinions on the game. Educate me as I'm trying to show you my opinions and show you how I see the game. Let me know how you see the game. And yeah. Onwards and upwards, I guess, guys. On to the next game. Let me know. Leave your comments below. As usual, guys, have a good day. Have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And I will see you guys after the next game to have a chat, have a debrief, have a good post-match analysis. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, do all of that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. If you're not